I didn't think I'd ever say this, but I'm going back to using shampoo. 7 years ago, I decided to stop using it because I wanted nicer hair, a healthier scalp, and a more natural way of living. And for a long time, it worked really, really well. But over the last year, I've noticed some changes that made me want to go back. So in this video, I'm sharing why I decided to use shampoo again and what 7 years without it have taught me. So the first time I heard about the concept of no-poo and not using shampoo was actually when I was 8 years old by my grandmother. And she told me how she found this boar bristle brush and you can literally just use it to put the oils from your hair and pull them down so that your hair is more shiny and then you no longer need shampoo. And back then when I heard that, I was like, that is so weird. I would never do that. And fast forward 10 years and the no-poo trend started coming up in 2018, and people on YouTube were doing challenges of not using shampoo for 30 days. And I pretty quickly caught onto that hype and was like, okay, I'm gonna try it too for 30 days. And I just kept rolling from there because I was traveling back then and I really enjoyed the freedom that it gave me to not have to carry any toiletries really. Back then also the whole natural hygiene lifestyle came into my life, which is basically a concept by Herbert Shelton, maybe you know him, where you completely remove all the unnecessary toxins that you put on your body, in your body every day. And basically it says if you wouldn't eat it, you shouldn't be putting it on your skin. And I don't know about you, but I would not eat shampoo. So I was like, back then it was a pretty clear sign to me like, okay, I should definitely stop using shampoo. So I went without it, and it was definitely in the beginning, I had very greasy hair and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this for 1 month. If it doesn't get better after that, then I'm gonna stop. But then eventually after 1 month, the grease actually did disappear. And my hair started to become super shiny, super healthy and amazing. My scalp was healthy. I will, however, also add that back then I was near the ocean. I could take a swim in salt water pretty much every day. And that does a lot with still giving the scalp like a good clean, a good rinse. And yeah, that also brings me to why I stopped with not using shampoo anymore, because like the last year I started to experience extremely dry skin on my scalp, and it also sometimes was like accumulating a lot of like oils and dust. Well, that has actually been happening like all along. Like my brushes, I would have to get a new brush pretty often because all the like oils that usually you remove with the shampoo, of course some goes into your hair and makes it really nice and shiny, but some also stay stuck in the brush together with dust. And yeah, it just wasn't really pleasant to clean my brushes, so I would just regularly get a new one, which isn't the most sustainable thing either, I realized eventually, because that was also a big part of why I wanted to do it, is because I wanted to not put any toxins into the water system. And I also stopped using like shower gel and soap and deodorant and toothpaste because I was like, I want nature to thrive and I don't want to add to the toxins, or at least as little as I can. Things like dishwashing soap or laundry detergent. I tried cutting out all of these, but like, you gotta be realistic with some things, so I kept using them again. But yeah, that was the whole point, and I was like, okay, if I have to buy like new brushes and combs regularly, that's not the most sustainable thing either. And then on top of that, my scalp started to also itch a little bit. I went to the doctor and the doctor said everything is fine, like there's nothing wrong with your scalp, it's just very dry. And then I researched a little bit and I found out that when you don't actually remove any natural oils, then moisture can no longer get into the scalp. So now that I started using shampoo again, removing them, I actually feel like my scalp feels a lot healthier, of course a lot cleaner. My brushes are always clean, I never have to clean them, and the most I have to do is remove a few hairs from them, but that's all. You don't have to completely if you've ever done no-poo, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And then the last reason why I'm also kind of happy about it is because I no longer have to wash my hair that often. And also, like, I'm 100% sure that no matter what I eat, the hair looks good. Because that was also one point why I think for me it worked really well, because I eat a very clean diet. If you know my channel, that's what I'm all about. And a low-fat diet also. So because of that, my hair just naturally wasn't that greasy. I would probably wash it every 3 days with water and scrub the scalp a lot. Use also some hot water to really get off, the dirt from the hair. But that wasn't enough to like completely remove the oils, of course. And then when I would on top of that eat a very fatty meal, for example, or just some processed foods, that would really show in my hair. Which on one side, I also thought that was kind of cool, because it really motivated me to eat healthy, because like if I don't eat healthy, then my hair is going to get really greasy. I don't want that. So it was kind of like a nice motivation. But eventually at one point I realized it's time to go back. It just felt so right. And I also want to share today what I'm using now, and that is the Morocco shampoo bars. I'm not sponsored by Moroccan Method, but I did reach out to them to see if I can get a 15% discount code for you guys. And yes, I got. It's called Sana15. So if you put that in the checkout, you'll get 15% off. And you are also supporting this channel by purchasing a shampoo bar, because I get a small commission at no extra cost for you. So yeah, if you now want to learn why I'm also no longer wearing underwear, then you can check out this video.